The Federal Trade Commission this week voted to ban most non-compete agreements in the U.S. They stop employees from going to other jobs in the same area for a certain amount of time after they leave. 13 on Your Side's political reporter Josh Albertus breaks down what this could mean for you.
From salons to sales departments and many industries across the country, Americans often find that after they leave one job, they may not be allowed to go directly to the next. That's because of what are called non-compete agreements. These agreements keep people from working for a competing employer for a certain amount of time after they leave their current job.
The substantive basis on which, the most employers seek to enforce a non-compete agreement is to preserve, the goodwill and relationship that their employees have developed with their customers and preserve the economic advantage they have from their own methodology of doing things.
The Federal Trade Commission estimates that roughly 30 million workers in the U.S. have them, but under a new rule passed by the FTC this week, non-compete agreements for most workers would no longer exist.
It makes illegal all non-compete agreements for all employees in the private sector, with the exception of senior executives who earn over $151,000 and are currently subject to non-compete agreements.
Mark Smith, who works in employment law at a local West Michigan firm, said the effects of the rule could be swift.
It would have an immediate impact in terms of the mobility of employees from place to place. If the employees are left to their own devices and there are no non-competes in place, I think you're going to see a lot of people, chasing dollars and going from job A to job B.
The FTC has argued the move will spur more innovation and new businesses, among other potential benefits, but not everyone is on board. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce has already announced it will sue to stop the rule, alleging the FTC is overstepping its authority. Given likely legal battles, Smith believes getting the rule in place may take longer than may be expected.
If it does take effect, it would take effect 120 days from the date that is published in the Federal Register. I have to say, though, that I think we are months, if not years, from this rule taking effect.
And Josh joins us now. Josh, if this does get put in place soon, is there anything businesses can do to protect themselves?
Well, some are saying things like having employees sign non-disclosure agreements would still be available to businesses to protect their secrets should this be in place and should their employees choose to move elsewhere in the market quickly.
All right, thank you so much, Josh.